RDAllen right here playing Farming Simulator 19 on Georgetown, New York here. Currently riding along in the John Deere 2510, pulling a 220 disc. Probably a pretty good pull for this size tractor in real life, by the way, but in the game here it seems to be doing it quite nicely. We're out on field 12 here. And if you're not familiar with this map, by the way, a lot of like smaller fields on this map. It's a big map, but not any like really big fields on it. Oh, speaking of this map, by the way, to everyone, several of you have mentioned there is a newer version of this map. I need to get that yet. I have not done so. But yes, I do need apparently to get a newer version. I'm not sure what's all changed, but several of you have indicated I'm on an older version, which could be. I thought I had the newer version, but I guess not. So anyway, yes, continuing working on field work here today. We got the, let's see, what did we all do here last episode? Oh yes, we got lime. We got lime sitting in the truck down here. Also brought our skid steer up here as well. Skid steer is sitting right there. And then yes, we got inside there. There's lime inside that truck, even though it doesn't look like it. There is lime in it, and then it, of course has the that truck apparently needs some help. So. I'll have to see once. Like I said, maybe I'll have to double check. Maybe there's a newer version of that truck. Maybe that's been fixed up. If not, like I said, it might be a fairly easy fix. Well, except for the fill planes. I'm not sure on that one. I don't know about that one, everyone, but the rest of that might be easy. So, anyway, let's get some fertilizer going here. First, we got our Unferth seed runner 3755 XL here. And this is a modded version of it, by the way, that can hold fertilizer on both sides. Maybe that wasn't a good choice. Maybe I should have got seed on one side. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, it holds fertilizer on both sides. It doesn't hold seed on both sides, as we found out on the multiplayer server, which we thought was kind of weird because it's, yeah, we kind of need the seed more than we need the fertilizer. But anyway, get that. Nope, we need to go the other way around. Put that back and go that way. There we go. That's what we need. Doesn't matter what we output from because, like I said, it's fertilizer in both of them. So. Okay, let's get the John Deere 4620 fired up here. We probably won't fill this up all the way. I don't know how much we'll need, but it probably won't be very much, I don't think. Oh, it just starts automatic outputting? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Yeah, what do we say? Maybe 25%? That's probably pretty good, yep. I don't want to overfill this either because we got hills on this map. This isn't exactly the largest of tractors. This spreader does get heavy when you're pulling it, so... Okay, what is the spread width on this? I did put GPS on this tractor, by the way. I don't know how much good that's going to accomplish here, seeing as how we don't exactly have square fields, but we'll go with it. Oh yeah, this tractor seems to pull it quite nicely. Okay. And that's probably primarily what we're going to be working on here this episode. We got, how many fields do we own here? Like what, 5 of them maybe? Looks like 5 of them. They all need pretty much the same treatment here. They all need to be plowed. They all need to be fertilized. They all need to be limed. So that's going to be the goal here this episode. Fertilizing, liming, plowing. We'll get as far as we can here. Oh, a little slow up the hill. A little slow up the hill. We're using the variable spray mod, by the way, and this is one of the areas where it really benefits. You know, the slower you go, it'll down the rate being applied. So I'm not changing the rate. I'm applying the default rate, but if you're going slower, it will variable rate that, which, I mean, that's kind of the way it would be in real life, right? Usually a lot of these, depending on how they're driven, the slower you go, the slower it meters out the product, right? So... that would make sense. Of course, that's not the way, I guess, Giants does it. They just solid rate no matter what speed you're going. Even if you got over an area that's already been done, it'll put more on. Because if you notice, like right here, well, it is still putting a little bit on. If we get to like right here, it shouldn't be putting it on anymore. Notice the number's not going down, everyone. It's not going down much anyway. It's pretty much staying the same, right? So, whereas we get up into here, then obviously it starts going down a little bit quicker. Not sure if I need to get guidance steering set up on this field, because like I said, I'm not sure how useful that is going to be. Yeah, we can maybe give it a try here. Oh, it does not like going up the hill. We'll probably maybe go sideways with a hill. I think that'll probably help here. Okay, there we go. And let's get GPS set up here, because that'll be far more efficient than me freehanding this, having really no idea what the spread width is, right? So if you're not familiar with the new version of guidance steering here, the newest one I have anyway, which I think is the newest one as far as I know, Alt-C to turn it on, Control-S to open up the menu. We'll go show lines. I like to see the lines myself anyway. And then let's see once here. Got to remember how to do this here. We need to set a auto with this, 78 feet. That's good. We need 2. Let's just do an A plus B here, or A plus heading, I'm sorry. A plus heading. And are we on snap to train angle? We are indeed. Okay, set A. Desired kernel, you know what? Let me actually, what direction are we facing here? Oh. Okay. Let's do A plus B. Did not realize that was that much of an angle. Okay, we'll just set A. And then we'll set a B line once we get to the other side here. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Turn that back off. Control S. Let's set the B. And then we can save this. I don't know if it's going to be a whole lot of use to save this or not, but we'll go ahead and save it. What number is this here? This is Brettle. Let's have caps lock on. Brettle spreader. I think the line might have a different spread width. So let's do that. Save that. There we go. Okay, we should be good. Should be good. Now we got GPS. Lock on the steering, because I'm sure in the 4620, you got guidance steering on it, right? GPS. And that is actually true to some extent, by the way. Yes, you could pretty much put guidance steering GPS on pretty much any tractor. Oh yeah, this is going to make fertilizing very quick, isn't it? Nice. Might have to change that angle just a little bit for that field here. That's going to get a little bit annoying if I got to save a GPS line for each field. I might have to come up with a different way of doing that then. Normally what we do on the multiplayer servers, we just create a GPS line for each piece of equipment. And then, depending on what field we're on, we can just rotate it to, 90 degrees for that field, but that might not quite work here for this map. I guess we'll find out. Okay, oh, I'll grab a little bit more yet. Oh, and it did not turn on, did it? Try that one more time. There we go. Also trying to keep an eye on that plow there as well. Hopefully it'll be done fairly soon. I'm going on another field there. Oh, and I just looked up at the top right corner there. I need to do away with one of those mods, don't I? I got apparently the Inspector and Glance mod both active at the same time. They're both attempting to overlay data on top of each other. Great. Okay, that'll work. And shall we go on to the same field as the plow? You know what? Let's go to the field next to the plow here. Let's start with that field next. Let's turn off guidance steering here. Oh, wait. No, that's not the one. Alt-C. That'll work. Oh, yeah. Looks like we probably have plenty of fertilizer in here. We'll have to see what we're going to do about the fertilizer. If we have more in here than what we need, we'll have to empty it back out, which I think that'll put it into the pallets, if I remember correctly. I guess we could dump that back into the seed. Yeah, we can dump that back in the seed runner. That'll work if we have to. probably no sense creating a GPS line for this field here. It's long and really narrow. Oh, we actually got it all yet. Okay, looking pretty good to me. Probably, yeah, 2 more passes across this field. We'll pretty much have this one done. Again, fields on this map are not particularly large. It is a 4X map, again, as far as I know, but like I said, the fields are all like about this size, maybe a little bit. There's some bigger ones, but not a whole lot bigger than this. Okay, and a little bit right there. Okay, we'll read some comments here a moment here from the last last couple episodes. Cool one was saying, just an FYI, you cannot haul vehicles with Iconic's UAL autoload trailers. Yes, I guess we kind of sort of found that out there, episode 1, didn't we? That did not work with that trailer, did it, for some reason? Not sure why that would be. They must have some sort of weird, strange collision going on there, and something's not set up right, but oh well, is what it is. We got a trailer that's working now, and technically cheaper than the one we had before, right? So, all good. Okay, Johnny, are you about done over there? Can we maybe fertilize that field too, or about done? Where's the other fields at here? I haven't even been to those fields yet. 10 and 11, huh? Can we just go up there? Let's go up there. See what those fields look like. So that's up this way, isn't it? Looks like it. Haven't looked at what field prices are on this map either. You know what? Let's look at that in a minute. Let's say we wanted to get like a couple of fields across the road here. That is, oh, that's actually not bad. 74,000, 83,000, 114,000. That might be kind of a nice area to expand into at some point. We'll see once here. Not looking to expand the farm a whole lot here. But yeah, we'll see once where we end up here when we're done with the series. Again, not playing with the Seasons mod. I want just regular gameplay here. Decided, yeah, just had enough of Seasons mod the last map, so not to say we won't play with it again, just not this time around, right? So, let's see, Nick was saying, well, we understand how it should work, but we still don't understand why the cart seems to cut in front of the combine, to park in front of the combine when Courseplay is doing it. Or the ever so often smash into the combine at full speed. Yes, you gotta love Courseplay there, right, Nick? Yep. Gotta love Courseplay. They do need to work on that one, that's for sure. Yeah, the grain cart cutting in front of the combine, that obviously needs help. Although, if you follow my Nowhere Kansas series and you follow how I got everything set up, I didn't really seem to have that issue a whole lot. I think my console was complaining about that one. But again, once we got everything working, everyone didn't really have that issue. Turning off all of, again, I call it Courseplay stupid modes, seems to help. So, let's see what's here. Joke Boy was saying, nice. Jeremy was saying he's loving Farm Sim 20. Hey, for a mobile game, it's not too bad. Not too bad. You're looking for a mobile version of Farming Simulator to play on the go, definitely would recommend that one. My console. Oh boy, my console. Would like to see a particular piece of equipment, eh? I want to see a Joanna Deer. We'll see a Joanna Deer as soon as we ban my console. No, wait. Won't even see it then. My console. Any comments on my driving? Well, I think my driving's been perfectly good the last couple episodes here. Now that I got the steering wheel. And that Ford truck doesn't drive particularly well. For anyone that's used that Ford truck and know what I'm talking about, it kind of like shimmers around a little bit. I'm not sure how to quite explain that, but I don't know if the weight isn't quite right on it or what, but Let's see what's, we can get some GPS set up on this here as well. Let's turn GPS back on. Can I get... That angle might just work. Can I do an Alt-End? No, it just rotates at 90, doesn't it? Okay. We rotate this different amount. Not seeing an option to do that. You can rotate it 90. You can't rotate it at a custom amount, can you? Well, that's kind of a bummer. What does it look like this way? Yeah, no, I don't think I like that angle. Let's try that angle. Doesn't look like it's the greatest, but 2510 slipping. That's not good. Let's see what's wrong with the 2510, and why can I not get a mouse pointer up? Okay, let's do that. Oh, that's a fence there, Courseplay. Why did you do that? And who knows where he's at here? Problem is, if I start him at this one, who wants to bet that's not the one where he needs to be at? Let's see once here. I think we're just going to literally have to drive him across the other end here. Yep, I guess that's what we're going to have to do. I think he must have derped up somewhere on the last pass here. Yeah, I can definitely see Courseplay is going to probably have some fun with these fields, right? They are definitely not hired worker Courseplay friendly, I would say. Hayes was saying, can we see anhydrous in this series? Can you see anhydrous? I don't know. Can you see anhydrous? Yes, we can definitely attempt to do some anhydrous. I think the only toolbar I have, though, is probably a larger one, so we'll have to see how we can integrate that. But, yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, we'll just do nearest waypoint. Nearest waypoint. There we go, drive course. Saving content. That still took a minute to save, didn't it? Oh, that's not what I want. I want you. There we go. Lock on GPS. Turn on the spreader. And we're off. Yeah, like I said, this isn't perfect for the field, but it should work. Dairyman was saying, what version of the map is this? I'm not actually sure what version I'm on right now. I don't know. Let's see. Windsor Red Farms was saying, for a combine, you should buy Sid Moddings at John Deere 9610. It's a good little combine, and it's cheap as well. For another tractor, maybe a John Deere 4240. Might be a good one. A lot of people suggesting the 4440, by the way. Might go that route. Hint, hint, maybe Black Sheep Modding needs to hurry up and finish theirs so we can buy that version of it. But, yes, we might get a 4440 here as well. We'll see what's here. Eric was saying might want to keep it smaller than last time. That's definitely the plan there, Eric. Yes, I'm not going to be going that crazy here in this series. We're just going to go, normal farming, right? Keep it small. We're starting all with small equipment, right? So, yes, hopefully, well, at least that's the plan anyway. We're not going to be doing any overkill, crazy harvest on this map. I mean, for one thing, the fields aren't big enough for it. I'd say we couldn't do some other stuff, but 13 Dixie Fry was saying big difference between the last map versus this one. Highly detailed. Oh, yes, you are right. Very nicely detailed. A lot of trees on this map, by the way. A lot of trees. And a lot of nice detail across. It looks really nice. Definitely recommend the map if you haven't checked it out here already. Nice looking map. You can get it on Nexus Mods, by the way. And download link is down below in the description, by the way. And that should be the updated one, by the way. Unless there's an updated one at a different location I don't know about, but... Nicholas was saying you should get an international tractor. I was thinking the same thing. Might have to get a red tractor. Wait, did I say that? No, that might not be a good idea. But we'll see. We might get one of the internationals. See if we can find a one that's not like too terribly broken. Them internationals, some of them have some pretty serious problems with them. Death was saying, bro, red is the king. King at being parked alongside the road with a broken wheel there along the road, isn't it? Right. Okay, that field's done. Let's see what's here. Lane was saying you should get a Chevy. What? Chevy. Ugh, nasty. And technically I do have a Chevy. I've got that old grain truck. That's technically a Chevy. Okay, let's go take care of the 25-10 here a minute. Stop you. On to the next field. You know what, we could probably do a little better job with the plowing here, couldn't we? I think we could there, of course, but let's clean that up just a little bit. And wow, this tractor's gotten dirty. Very, very dirty. Oh, you know what? Shall we go to... Let's go to the field down here first, I guess. I was going to head up to those fields, but... That's right. We got one more field here. Might as well do this one. And then we still need to fertilize that field that just came off with the plow here as well. Okay, so go to course generation here. We're going to click on that field, field 13, headland around. Let's just leave the settings where they're all at, generate the course. So, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. First waypoint, drive the course. Off you go there, course play. Ooh, maybe I should have lined him up better. I thought he'd been good. Yeah, let me stop him. Let's get him lined up a little better here. He might have some problems with the turns on this field. I guess we'll find out. Okay, off you go. Back to work myself. Turn on that fertilizer spreader and make a headland around. We might be able to use this same GPS course here for this. Let's see why it wouldn't work. Jeannie was saying, please get a John Deere 80 or a John Deere 70. Ooh, we're way off. Way off. Don't know if I have... I think there's a 70. I don't know if we have an 80 or not. Jeffrey was saying Casanova Equipment is the Deere dealer Andy Farm Fixing and Fabricating deals with. Yes, you know, I was thinking I recognize that dealer name from somewhere. Jim was saying, great video, great map choice as well. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much for that there. I would see about getting a John Deere 4440. Has an open... yes, we could get the open cab version. That would be kind of cool. Open cab version, I seem to remember that one's got some serious issues with it as well. What is it up with the older mods, everyone? It's the older mods just, yeah, some of the mod authors for the older mods, like the John Deere 4440 and the Internationals, and they're just plagued with problems. Even this 4620, I'm not actually sure 100% on the 4620. It seems like it had some issues too, if I remember correctly. Nope, not that one. Do that one. Let's see what's here. Lua memory usage has reached a dangerous level. Oh boy. We're on a regular map. We're not doing anything too crazy here too yet. Well, whatever. Yeah, it seems like I remember this 4620 had some issues as well, but hey, it's working. Jake was saying you updated the 2 cylinders John Deere store pitcher. Different one than the one you released. Has this and has the one air been fixed? Yes, very attentive there, Jake. You're right. I have updated the John Deere, the 2-cylinder store pitcher. And no, I have not fixed the one air message yet. It's just a texture error. It should be fixed, but yeah, it's not too serious of an error. So no, I haven't fixed that, and no, I have not released the 2 cylinders that I have with the updated store. That's literally the only change. I updated the store image. Obviously, in my modding here, I've learned how to do store images now, so I have gone back through some of the mods there that I've done in the past and updated the store images on them. I just haven't released them because, like I said, the only thing that's changed is the store image, so it's like, I don't know, it's not really worth releasing an update for, is there? I don't know, maybe it is. You folks let me know. I guess I can do that. And then fix the one texture error as well. Pretty sure I should be able to fix that texture error now, I believe. That texture error actually is coming from, I think it's the 520 version of that tractor. I had someone make a 520 texture for me there. That was back a little bit before I kind of got into a whole lot of the texture thing a little bit. And I still don't know a whole lot of textures when it comes to modding, but at least I could probably do it now. But yeah, like I said, that actually came from someone else that created that for me when I wanted a 520 texture. And they must not have saved it in quite the right format. It is in, I think it's a DDS format, but it must not be quite the right DDS format or something. Jay Murphy was saying, hey, Randy, thanks for a little smaller map. It's definitely a refreshing start from nowhere, Kansas. Love green tractors, but I thought maybe something weird. Oh, boy, weird. Oh, great. Blue would be a nice touch to the farm. Whiskey Sierra Modding on Facebook has 2 decent TW2535s. Would be a nice touch to the farm. I was actually looking at those, yes. Kind of looking through my tractors, and I was like, oh, we can get some of those, maybe. Or one of the Ford variants of that. I was also saying, just a thought, and thanks for the great videos. Hey, thank you very much for that. Josh was saying, maybe you should pick up a white workhorse to keep the channel historian happy. Yes, I was thinking the same thing there, Josh. We might just have to do that, you know? Get one of those tractors. I mean, I kind of know the mod author, so might as well use it, right? Let's see, we're going to get this little bit I missed here first. There we go. Try not to crash into the tree. It's always a bonus. Gotta say, whoever did this cab, the cab looks pretty nice on this tractor. The year round up there maybe could use a little help, but other than that, it doesn't look too bad. That's supposed to be the radiator fan spinning in there. There's something like spinning there. Doesn't quite look right. Yeah, I don't know. Is that like an undersized radiator fan or something, like it's shrunk down? I don't know. Something weird's going on there. Whatever. Tickney66 was saying, great map choice. That's one powerful tractor you built. I made it work really hard, too, pulling a huge slurry spreader on a steep terrain. Thanks. Oh, wow. Yes, if you're talking about the 2510 there, yes, that tractor is a little bit OP. It should only have, like, double the horsepower it's supposed to have, though, so it's not, like, I would say crazy OP. Should be, like, 120. Depending on what version you get, like, 120, 150 horsepower, I think. Just, you know, enough so you can hopefully pull most of the 3-meter equipment out there, which, if you ask me, everyone, those tractors should be able to pull most of the 3-meter equipment. Which, if you look at their horsepower requirements, they take, 100, 200 horsepower for a 3-meter cultivator. Just ridiculous. Jeremy was saying, liking Georgetown. Nice, nice. Let's see, we're almost done with this field here. We'll have to get some lime going. That'll have to be next episode there probably then. Guys, looking at the time, everyone, looks like it's about time to wrap it up here for this series. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave any other comments or questions down below. And thanks for watching, and until next time.